Welcome back to Top Blast. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the best Netflix shows this year. But before we begin with today's topic, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. We certainly do not have to convince you of the final season of La Casa de Papel, which is one of the most chosen titles on the Netflix platform. The Spanish series, after the success of global distribution, was taken over by the American giant, thanks to which each of us can follow an extraordinary storyline. It's based on a simple assumption. 8 masked criminals barricade with hostages in the Spanish Mint, and one of them, an absolute genius, manipulates the police to implement his plan. But also to present their motivations, among others, thanks to flashbacks. For those who have not yet started watching La Casa de Papel, we can only reveal that the character of Tokyo, played by Ursula Corbero, will play a significant role this season. There are series that we recommend over and over again, although they had their premieres a long time ago. One of them is The Bridgertons, a Netflix costume series that has already made many faces blush thanks to spicy bed scenes that are abundant in this production. As a fashion lover, you will feel right at home when watching this series. The fate of teenage Daphne Bridgerton, who is looking for a husband among the aristocracy, in the meantime having a fierce romance with successive suitors. The series Bridgertons is a screen adaptation of the first part of Julia Quinn's saga, inspired by the cult books by Jane Austen. Who might like this title? Contrary to appearances, not only lovers of modern interpretations of costume stories, such as Marie Antoinette by Sofia Coppola, but also the series Surgeons or Gossip Girl. This phenomenal postmodern mole collage is worth seeing. Lucifer, a huge hit on Netflix, is a crime production. The series tells the story of Lucifer, who decides to leave the afterlife and solve crimes with detective Chloe Decker. What will come of that? Watch the show to find out. An absolute must is Queen's Gambit if you haven't seen this production yet. This is a remarkable, immersive miniseries based on the novel by Walter Tevis. 7 complete and visually surprising episodes tell the story of a girl, Beth Harmon, played by the hypnotic Anya Taylor-Joy, whose life is marked by her mother's death, addiction to psychotropic drugs, and a talent for playing chess. Trained by a janitor at the orphanage, little Beth quickly turns out to be a genius, but has to wait for her big moment. When that moment finally arrives, genius will be as edifying as it is destructive. Huge applause for the creators for the set and costumes refined down to the smallest details taken from the 1960s. The figure of Elizabeth in perfectly tailored suits and woolen dresses is a new style icon. The Witcher may or may not be liked, but there is no doubt that you have to bow down to the artistry of Andrzej Sapkowski. He created a universe that became the basis of one of the best games in the history of digital entertainment, and a series that broke all popularity records in the world. It may be an unpopular opinion, but I personally liked Netflix's The Witcher, and I'm looking forward to the second series. The main character is the famous Geralt of Rivia, a lonely monster slayer who tries to find himself in a world where humans are worse than the BC Hunts. His fate intertwines his fate with the sorceress Yennefer, as well as the young princess Ciri. This is just the beginning of an adventure that will probably last a good few seasons, second season this year. Lupin is one of the biggest serial surprises in recent months. 2 seasons are already available on Netflix, and the next parts seem to be just a matter of time. When Assane Diop was a teenager, his life was shocked by the death of his father, accused of a crime he had not committed. 25 years later, Assane will avenge him, inspired by the stories Arsène Lupin, the Gentleman Burglar. In the second season, Assane, blinded by the lust for revenge on Hubert Pellegrini, causes his own family to break up. Against the wall, he must devise a new plan now, even if it means putting himself in danger. The protagonist of the series, Sex Education, is a shy high school student, Otis Milburn, whose mother, Jane, is a sexologist. In the first season, Otis and his friend, Maeve Willie, set up a sexology clinic at school. In the second, late-maturing Otis must learn to control his newfound sexual needs in order to build a relationship with his girlfriend, Ola. At the same time, he has to work on a tarnished relationship with Maeve. Meanwhile, chlamydia is spreading among students in their school, emphasizing the need for sexual education among adolescents. Sex Education is a series that deals with topics that many may consider taboo. It's full of humor, positive characters, and a message that everything is for people. And Otis's mother is played as usual by the beautiful Gillian Anderson, this time without David Duchovny at her side. And the last show is Squid Game, which is a novelty on the Netflix platform. It debuted on September 17, 2021, and has not disappeared from the list of the most popular series on Netflix since then. In the first episode of the production, we meet 456 heroes who are divided by many, but they have one thing in common. They are all debtors. Out of desperation, they decide to take part in a mysterious game. They learn that they will have to perform tasks based on popular children's games. However, they do not know how dangerous this game will turn out to be. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, then be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more content like this and much more. We will see you guys next time. Take care until then. Goodbye everyone.